Them is a 1954 horror movie directed by Gordon Douglas, starring James Whitmore, Edmund Gwenn, Joan Weldon, James Arness. Now, this is a movie that came out around the time of Godzilla. So back in the 50s, we were doing a lot of kind of like nuclear war movies, giant monster movies, where they were really just fucking huge. And so, Them is a movie I always wanted to check out because James Rolfe talked about it on Cinemassacre when he does his Monster Madness, and it just seemed like a really cool, like, giant monster movies fascinate me, especially giant bug movies. Because, bugs look creepy, like, they look weird. Their bodies are very jagged, and they're not smooth or anything, and they usually have, like, hard shells, so how they move is, like, very structured and systematic. So, like, right away that looks weird. And so, this movie is definitely a build-up movie. So it's just giant ants get loose, and the scientist is looking for him, and it's these two police officers that stumble upon this attack that already happened. They find this girl, this little girl who's just so in shock of what happened. She just can't talk or really bring herself to talk. She's just scared out of her mind. And so they eventually they find out, like, oh shit, these are like giant mutant ants that take a lot to take them down. And so then the rest of the movie is just this them or the scientist and his daughter, who's very attractive in the movie, of course, are just with the police officer. One didn't make it. And the military tracking down these anthills and just taking them down. And it's a really fun movie, and you can really tell that this movie inspired a lot of shit. So it's like they're looking for the queen because they're like, if we kill the queen, all the other drones will die. Not a problem. So this movie, like, it had to, like, heavily inspire Aliens. Because you have, like, the little girl who's too scared, the team that comes in and, like, takes her away, and they're, like, searching to kill the queen. They use flamethrowers at the end to kill the queen. And so it's just really well done. So going into this movie, I was a little nervous, mainly because, okay, 1954. Large-scale monsters at this time were heavily used with stop motion, like blanking on his name, but fuck, I can see his face, but the guy who did fuck, can't even think of that movie. Oh shit. Anyways, he's really big into stop motion, so I didn't know if these were gonna be like clay little models or whatever. But no, okay, here we go. The guy who did the effects for the original Clash of the Titans, just stop motion. It's Harvey something. Anywho, no, they're giant, like styrofoam ants, or not styrofoam, but like very well crafted ants, and they're on a giant, because they're so big, they're on like a track, so they don't move the fastest or whatever, but the head is very articulate, and so are the jaws, and this is a really fun movie that I will probably rewatch, and I give it a solid 3 out of 5.